Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. My name is Rafiana and in today's video I'm going to be doing this pastel butterfly wing look, which is inspired by the gorgeous Makemeupmissa's butterfly look. Go check her out because she is fabulous. So if you want to see how I created this look, please do keep on watching. I'm going to start off by priming my eyes using the MAC paint pot in the shade Soft Ochre. Using eyeshadow primers helps even out any pigmentation around the eye area and also helps eyeshadows last longer on oily eyelids. Next, I'm carving out my crease using a dark brown eyeshadow and a thin liner brush. This is going to act as a guideline for my black eyeliner later on. Since I have very hooded eyes, I'm going to be taking this line well above my crease so that even with my eyes wide open, all the colors and details can be visible. Also, I'm going to curve and drag the end of the wing almost towards my hairline to give a super elongated and lifted look to my eyes. I'm going to use the NYX matte black liner on a teeny tiny brush to draw over the guideline. You can use any of those tiny nail art brushes as well to do this. I'm going to take my time to carefully draw the line, especially trying to avoid mistakes on the top part of the liner, as that would be really difficult to clean up. Any mistakes on the bottom part can easily be fixed. Small little strokes, that is the key to getting this liner to be thin and neat. Once the eyeshadows are applied, we will go over the liner once again to tidy things up. I'm going to use the Beauty Babe Pastels Palette. How cute is this palette? I'm going to use the first three cool tone shades, so starting off by packing on the shade Days on the inner third of my eyelid. Next, I'm going to be placing the shade Cloud Free in the middle and the shade Euphoria on the outer third of the eyelid. These shadows are really pigmented but also very powdery and probably require a stickier base than the MAC paint pot. I had to build them up quite a bit to make them pop and they did get a little patchy. Taking the shades First Light, Golden Hour and Lovesick, I'm going to repeat the same steps on the other eye. I'm trying really hard not to get eyeshadow above the line. That's why using such a small packing brush. And as you can see, there's a lot of fallout, so it's best to do your eye makeup before you do your face makeup. These shadows do blend in together really nice, so that's a plus. Again, taking my liner brush, I'm going to try and make this line a bit thicker and even it out. I'm being very careful not to go into the eyeshadow now. While doing any eyeliner, resting your pinky finger on your cheeks and putting your elbow on a table provides better support. I was holding my breath for a very long time while I was doing this, trust me. So this is how the eyes look so far, which in itself is a look, to be honest. Now taking a flat concealer brush and a little bit of Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define, I'm going to clean up the edges of the wing and make it as sharp as possible. I went in with a bit of liner to fill in some of the gaps in the eyeliner. And I'm also going to create a liner on the upper lash line to connect to the wing. I'm so sorry my mirror is blocking the view, but I had to get really close to it to create these tiny details. I'm basically creating small curved lines which are evenly spaced out, well, as even as possible. And I'm doing two bigger curves at the end of the wing, if that makes sense. You'll see. I try to create a thinner line first and then go in and make it thicker so that I can avoid or at least correct any mistakes that I make. I just basically followed Missa's tutorial for this look. I'm going to do the same things on the other eye as well. Sorry the light keeps on changing so much. I'm still trying to figure out how to work with the camera and light settings, so please bear with me. I'm making smaller lines now to connect in between the curved lines and basically trying to mimic the finer details of a butterfly's wings, but I do realize I ended up going a bit too overboard and now they resemble a spider web. I'm creating tiny black dots around the inner part of the liner, if that makes sense. You know, just to add some more details. It doesn't really have to be that precise, to be honest. The smaller lines on your eyes don't need to match exactly. As long as they're similar, you're good to go. So this is how my eyes look right now. And this is the state of my hands. Next, taking my Inglot gel liner in the shade 76, basically the white liner, and mixing it in with a bit of Duraline to make it liquidy, I'm going to start placing small dots all across the black liner. I'm using a nail art dotting tool to do this, as those are really tiny and precise and they get the job done perfectly. I did accidentally create a few larger dots here and there, but then realized that they actually looked pretty, various sized dots all across. I'll give my lashes a curl and apply the Maybelline Colossal Big Shot Mascara. And while applying mascara, I do wiggle the brush at the base of my lashes for a second and then comb through them like this so that all my lashes get an even coat of mascara. I'm going to take those 3 warm toned pastels that I used on the other eyelid and run them along the bottom lash line using a pencil brush and softly blend them out. I'll do the same on the other lower lash line by taking the 3 cool toned pastel shades that I used on my right eyelid. I'm tightlining using the black gel liner from Colourpop and the nude pencil from Rimmel on my waterline. Next, going in with the Ardell 3D foaming lashes in the style 857 and the Kiss lash adhesive, I'll be using the brush to draw on the lash glue on my lash line, which makes it so much easier to pop on lashes. And these are my current favorite lash styles at the moment. I love them. I'm gently pressing my own lashes into the falsies to ensure that there is no gap between them. I'm highlighting my inner corner and brow bone using the Soft Highlighter palette from Makeup Revolution. I used that kind of pink shade from the palette. Now time for glitter! Using the shade Disco Lady and popping it on my inner corner. However, these are not advised to be used around the eyes, so please be very careful if you do. And lastly, my favorite, gems. I'm going to use my eyelash glue to stick the gems on. The brush applicator makes it super easy and I don't have tweezers or anything, so put my fingers to use. Easy peasy. And this is the final look. I'm so happy with the way this turned out. I didn't expect to pull it off, to be honest. The liner did bleed a little onto the eyeshadow, but that's my fault because my eyes are hooded and I blinked a lot while the eyeliner was still wet. And so disaster struck. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this colorful look. Please do subscribe to my channel, like this video, leave a comment, and don't forget to share. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!